Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you didn't already know, my name is Lauren and it is now 2021 and this is my first video for the year, which means we're going to be talking about my 2021 goals. Now I was meant to watch my 2020 goals video so I can kind of reflect a bit, so I didn't do that and I don't remember all of my 2020 goals, but it doesn't really matter because that kind of all went to poop because last year was kind of poop. I will roughly touch on it because I roughly remember what they were, but I think we should just get into the 2021 goals. That is the most important thing for this year because last year has passed and this year is a new year and we're going to have a good year if it is God's will. Let's start off with my first goal, which is to wake up earlier. Now I do remember last year I did say that I wanted to sleep earlier, so it's kind of similar, but I think saying that I want to wake up earlier is better because if I want to wake up earlier, I gotta sleep earlier. So they kind of go hand in hand. Last year I did kind of struggle to sleep earlier, and that wasn't necessarily because I didn't want to sleep earlier. There was a lot of things at play, and one of those things is that I actually do struggle to fall asleep sometimes. It can take me such a long time, like 30 minutes to fall asleep. But I have tried different methods to try and help me sleep quicker. Last year when I set my goal of sleeping earlier, I didn't really consider anything else except for sleeping earlier. I want to make sure that I sleep early enough, get the right amount of hours. I'm trying to go at least 7 or 7.5 hours. I remember there was this one week last year and it was probably one of the best weeks because I slept earlier and my body naturally woke up earlier but had the right amount of sleep, and I was just so much more productive throughout my day and I was happier throughout my day. So waking up earlier is a big thing for me. My second goal, obviously everyone's got their goals to get fit, but there is an addition to mine on my paper. It says get fit / get abs. Now I really don't know if I can get abs. I mean, I probably can, but I just don't know how. I want to work towards it because I love the look of a strong woman. That sounds so strange. For me in particular, the body type that I would prefer for myself is strong and lean, not so much like bodybuilder, like, or like, I don't know. I just want to look toned. Yeah, that's the word, toned. I just want to look strong and toned, which I understand a lot of people are just like, oh, but that's not the only body type a woman should have. There is no one body type for a woman. I know there isn't one body type for a woman, but that's just what I prefer for myself. I don't know how to get abs, but I'm working on it. And even if they're just tiny little baby abs, I'll be happy with that. Plus, it's still the beginning of January. I still have 11 months and how many weeks to try and get abs. Last year I did say something about wanting to exercise more, I think, and I have definitely exercised more, but just because my routine is always changing, sometimes I'm just like, when do I fit the time in to exercise today? And then sometimes I'm tired, I might kind of feel like exercising, but then I didn't exercise the past 3 days, so I should exercise. So just finding the routine for that. I want abs, just not like crazy abs, but just like a toned tummy. That would be nice. Number 3, which is something I wanted to work on last year, but I didn't say in my video because it was kind of like a mid-year thing when I realized I want to improve my flexibility. If you don't know my background, I used to do gymnastics, dancing, singing, acting, all that kind of stuff at a performing arts school, and I was quite flexible naturally. And obviously as time has gone past and I've grown older into an adult and just haven't trained in that way anymore, I'm losing my flexibility. I mean, I'm probably more flexible than the average adult, but I'm not as flexible as I'd like to be. And it really irritates me because I used to love doing all sorts of kinds of tricks and all that kind of stuff. There is a goal I forgot to write down. I'll be back in a second. I want to improve my flexibility and just, you know, be flexible again. I mean, I probably won't be as flexible as I was when I was younger, but that's fine. I just want to be more flexible than I am now because right now it's shocking to me. I want to aim for, which I'm already failing at, but that's okay. I want to aim to at least stretch for around 5 to 10 minutes a day, and a lot of the time I do stretch post-workout as my cool down. Next goal is to get back into dancing, which is the one I forgot to write down, but one of the ones that I find so important. Last year I got the opportunity to be part of this movie musical called 3 Bags Unpacked, which was produced by the Salvation Army. And I got to sing in there, I got to dance, and I got to act, I got to do what I love doing. And I realized that I miss dancing so much. And not only is dancing a way for me to get my creative outlet, but it's also a fitness thing as well. So I really want to get back into dancing, and most importantly, I want to dance to glorify God. I really want to start to do that. I've had so many ideas in my head, and man, I love dance. It's so fun, and you just get to move your body, and it's a workout as well, trust me. A lot of people just look at dances and be like, oh yeah, whatever. But dancing requires a lot of physical effort, trust me. If you haven't tried it, you should. Next one, we're really on a creative roll this year. And this is kind of similar to my brother-in-law, or brother, whatever, Jonah. If you haven't watched his video, you should go to his channel and watch it. I'll link it up here. He said in his that he wants to actually be good at singing. And I guess this goal is kind of the same. I want to improve my singing voice. I have 2 videos of me singing up on my channel, and honestly, they're definitely not the best. 100% they're not the best. I am a worship leader at my church, and I lead the congregation in singing and worship. But I just find that a lot of the time my voice is very inconsistent. Some days I'll be like, yes, this is the best I've ever sung. And then other days I'll be like, I sound like a dying rat. I really want to improve my vocals, and again, I want to do that to glorify God, because if I improve my vocals, I can improve the quality of worship at my church, and then I can also improve the quality of worship or singing videos that I put on my channel here for you guys. And I think you can tell by my voice today is a little bit croaky. I haven't done vocal warm-ups in ages. Last year, every time I did a vocal warm-up, I feel like I didn't commit enough to it. I kind of just like, oh yeah, do a quick one. And there's no way you can actually improve if you're not actually committing yourself to it. I mean, I learned so many vocal exercises and vocal warm-ups when I was at uni, because again, I went to acting school, and your voice is such a big part of that as well. And if my vocal teachers heard my voice now, they would be so disappointed. I just really have to commit to it and just do it. Next goal is obviously to read the Bible more. I think a lot of Christians go to the new year and say, you know what, this year I am going to read my Bible every day. And then it comes to January 2nd and then you forget. That's something that we really lack, and it's such an essential part of marriage. I feel like a lot of Christian married couples, Christian married couples, you know what I mean. I feel like they always say that they want to read the Bible more, and then they just forget. And it's such an essential part. We forget to read together, we forget to pray together, and we just do things like date night, going out, or just spending time chilling at home or cooking together. We don't cook together. We do all these kind of coupley things, but we forget the most important thing, which is reading your Bible together and praying, which is something that we don't do enough as a married couple. So I really want to make sure that we are doing that this year, and especially if one day we want to become parents. I'm not pregnant, by the way. I am not. Just one day when we want to become parents, it is such a big thing that we need to have down pat. It's a foundation for the rest of your family. So if you're a Christian and you're married, you need to make sure that you have this foundation. I mean, we really need to do that as well, and really get into the habit of doing it, not making it as a chore, making it time that we really want to spend together as a couple in God's word. So my next ones, I'll do the next 2 because I guess they kind of work hand in hand as well. I want to walk more often and drink more water. I really started doing so well with the drinking water and walking, and then COVID happened, and walking, I mean, I did walk during COVID. Lately I haven't walked because of the rain, but I just want to walk more, and I want to drink more water, because those 2 things, even though they may seem so simple, they actually have a big impact on you and your health. Going for a walk is great for you physically and for you mentally. And drinking water, do I even need to explain? drinking water. If you're one of those people who don't like water, there's something wrong with you. Drink water, guys. It is so important. More than half of your body is made up of water. So here I am to tell you, drink more water in 2021. I'm nearly done. I have 2 more goals that I want to talk about. One of them is to obviously grow my hair because it's short. And I do prefer having my hair. I mean, this was a great experience to shave my head and have this super short hair. But I do prefer having, you know, longer hair. Not necessarily long hair, but like my goal for my hair is to have a bob again because I loved that haircut when I had it. It was probably my favorite haircut ever. And I just, yeah, that's my goal for my hair, to grow it back out and make sure that it's nice and healthy. And the last goal that I want to talk about is, now I wrote this specifically to have alliteration because I thought it was really cool, but it is critically consider consumerism. That might sound a bit strange and it might not make sense, but in my head it makes sense and it's got alliteration, so it's cool. Let me explain what I mean by critically consider consumerism. Ever since I got married, I have grown to have this issue to spend too much money. But when I really thought about it, the root of the issue wasn't so much that I just like to spend money. The issue is more so around consumerism, which I am a consumer, so are you guys, and it is what I am putting my money towards. We all know that the marketing industry right now is just booming. They have so many ways to market and show off what they want you to buy, and I think I give into that so much. A big one for me last year was skincare. I really do love skincare and I love looking after my skin, but it got to the point where I was trying so many products for my skin that my skin just couldn't handle it, and there was no routine. I wasn't actually finding the best products for my skin. I was just finding whatever I found was being marketed towards me. I was following influencers that were showing me these things and I would give into it and be like, oh, that looks really cool, I'm gonna try it. I really want to think before I give my money away to certain groups, which I have 100% already failed this year. I think this is going to be something that has a huge learning curve for me because sometimes I am so impulsive when I buy things just because it looks good or something like that. So I really want to think before I buy, is this really going to work for me? Is this actually good for me? Am I only doing this because it's being shown to me and promoted to me? And sometimes there might be things that influencers promote that actually work. But is it going to be worth my money? Is it going to be worth my time? That's the thing, But the biggest thing is it going to be worth my money? Is it going to be worth my time? Is it going to be worth my effort? Is it going to be worth it in the end? So that's a big thing for me, and that's all the goals I have for now. I don't want to make a huge list. I think last year when I set out my goals for 2020, I didn't think about it so much as, are they attainable? It was more so, I would like to do this, so I'm going to put it out there in the universe. And I know it was difficult because 2020 just went like that. So it was obviously difficult to work towards those goals, but I think I was in over my head and didn't think simple enough. Like drinking more water. Drink your water, guys. Those are my goals for 2021. Some of them simple, some of them a bit far-fetched, like getting abs. I will get abs. I will, even if it's baby abs. But yeah. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and ring the bell icon so you know every time that I post. Again, Happy New Year, Happy 2021. I hope you smash out your goals this year and that you're having a wonderful day wherever you are. Bye!